If you're in your 40s or beyond, I want to share with you one of the simplest daily add-ins that can make the biggest and most surprising differences to your health, metabolism, and even your brain clarity over 40. Hi, I'm Kobe, a health and fitness coach who helps women in their 40s and beyond with simple strategies to gain energy, reduce perimenopause and menopause symptoms, and to just feel overall good in their body. You may have heard before that walking after meals is good for you, but what most people don't realize is just how powerful this becomes once you've hit your 40s, especially with all the hormone shifts that are happening in our body right now. Today, we're going to break down why this is such a game changer at this stage of life, the science behind it, the benefits you'll notice, and the simple ways to incorporate it into your day without overcomplicating things and making your life even busier than it already is. Let's start with what happens when we eat. When you finish a meal, your blood sugar rises, and that's normal. Your body takes the carbohydrates you eat, breaks them down into glucose, then releases insulin to help you move that glucose into your cells to either use it as energy or store it for later. Now here's where walking comes in. When you use your muscles, even just gentle walking, they act like sponges. They pull the glucose out of your bloodstream without needing as much insulin. That means steadier blood sugar, fewer crashes, and less overall stress on your body. And it doesn't take much because research actually shows that even a 10 to 15 minute walk after meals can have a big impact. So why does this matter, especially over 40? This is the stage of life when our hormones like estrogen and progesterone start to shift. And estrogen in particular plays a role in how sensitive our body is to insulin. So when estrogen declines, our body often becomes less sensitive to insulin. And this means that your blood sugar can spike harder, and then you'll notice a bigger crash in the afternoon. It could also lead to stubborn belly fat because the body is storing the energy instead of using it. Or it could also lead to that brain fog that you might feel after you eat. On top of that, muscle mass naturally declines with age, as early as 35, and this can only be maintained through strength training. Less muscle mass means less glucose being absorbed and used as energy, which makes the blood sugar regulation even harder. When we have muscle mass on our bones, it uses energy in the form of glucose, even while at rest. So the less muscle we have, the less glucose it needs, the more glucose will be stored on the body as fat instead of used as energy. I go into more detail about that in a different video, and I'll link it in the description. As we get into our 40s and beyond, digestion itself can actually slow down. So this is why bloating, reflux, and sluggish feelings after we eat can show up more frequently. So the same walk that's good for everyone becomes extra powerful for you at this stage of life because it's helping to offset all of those natural changes that are happening to us over 40. Here are some things you might start to notice if you begin walking after meals. First of all, steadier energy. No more big crashes in the afternoon. Metabolism support. By keeping our blood sugar more stable, we help to reduce the fat storage signals that come with high insulin levels. Better digestion. Gentle movement helps food move through your system, reducing that bloated or that heavy feeling. And brain clarity. Who doesn't want more of that? Walking improves the oxygen delivery to the brain, which will help with that post-meal fog. As with most movement, a mood boost. Even light movement increases endorphins and lowers stress hormones that can help you feel more calm and balanced. It's pretty amazing how something so simple can touch so many parts of our health. Now you might be thinking, okay, so here's another thing that I have to do for my health. So I've come up with some ideas for you, some tips that can help you build it into your day. There's no hard and fast rule about when it has to be done, for how long it has to be done, and in what way it has to be done. So here are some ideas, and let me know what you try. Number 1, after dinner. This is often the easiest meal to add a walk in after. A loop around the block, even 10 minutes, makes a big difference. Number 2, after lunch at work. If you're in an office, try walking a few laps around the building or even pacing up and down the hallway while you listen to a podcast or your favorite song. Some of my clients even have one of those little treadmills that they put right at their desk. They often use it during a meeting and find that it gives them a real brain boost while they're doing it. There may be some days that you're extra short on time, so even 5 minutes is better than no minutes at all. This will help to regulate your blood sugar too. And my last suggestion is to make it enjoyable. Listen to music, call a friend or walk with them. Make it a family walk even. The key is to connect it to something that you look forward to. And maybe even something you already do. Habit stacking whenever you can could mean the difference between not doing it today and getting it in. And remember, this doesn't have to be a power walk. Gentle, easy movement is enough. Despite what we've been told, it is. So if you're in your 40s or beyond and you're looking for one simple, free daily habit to support your metabolism, your digestion, your brain health, start with a short walk after meals. I'd love to know, have you ever tried this before? Or is this something that you're going to start experimenting with this week? Drop me a comment below and let me know. And if you found this helpful, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Each week, I share tips and knowledge about navigating health and hormones over 40. I hope you got a deeper understanding of why walking works and why it's so important after 40. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.